everyone, and welcome to the Chicago Vlog day number 7. Things are moving, things are happening. I have been here for an entire week, and sometimes it doesn't feel real that it's been an entire week of me being here with other members of the sorority, doing the work, fulfilling my duties, but we're here, and it was a very busy day because we had our first plenary today. But I started it off getting my makeup done. I had a makeup artist come because today was a very special day. I mean, it's plenary number 1, the first time that I am being on camera for the members of the sorority that voted me into this position. So I wanted to make sure I looked good. I wanted to make sure that I brought a little bit of razzle dazzle to the camera, which definitely did. I got a lot of great compliments today about my makeup, so that made me feel good. And then I went downstairs, had breakfast, and that was the start of all of the meetings of today. So, as the International Second Vice President of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, I sit up on the dais. And before plenary, we actually had 2 meetings. So, I took part in one of the meetings. I was in the annual EAF meeting. So EAF stands for Educational Advancement Foundation. If you didn't know that, you should go watch the last video where I talked about being at the EAF board meeting, but this was the EAF annual meeting that was today. I gave the meditation about pulling weeds and making sure that you are taking care and removing things, the bad things from your life. That way you can make room for the good things. So I gave that meditation. People really seemed to like it and enjoy it. And after that, we started plenary number 1. Also, side note, myself and the undergraduate members at large, today was scarf day, so everyone is asked to wear the excellence scarf, and it's a beautiful scarf. But we decided, again, to coordinate our outfits. So we wore black dresses, and I wore black dresses and suits with our excellence scarf, and we knotted it about like sternum, bottom of the rib twice. So that's what we were wearing, and when we were walking in, everyone was saying, "Oh, the undergraduates look so cute, the undergraduates look so nice," and we're just feeling great, feeling good, because it feels nice to have that together. It feels nice to share that. And so we're walking up, we're sitting up on the dais. We'd go through the plenary. Can't give all the business of Alpha Kappa Alpha. You're supposed to be in the plenary sessions. But the plenary session went very well, and we gave the update of the undergraduate activities. Very good, very good. So, I mean, I can tell you, like, we did, in that report, we talked about some of the accomplishments of the undergraduate activities committee, which, you know, if you are on Facebook or Instagram, I've talked about some of the great things that the undergraduate activities committee has done, and also any of the events that we've held virtually on Facebook and YouTube. So I was able to talk about the rollout of the PPE kit, how successful it was, that we sold out, and that by selling out those 2,000 units, we had $20,000 in the AKA EAF UAC fund. So the Alpha Kappa Alpha Educational Advancement Foundation Undergraduate Activities Fund has $20,000 in it. I was able to talk about the Ski Week, how we're so proud of the undergraduates for always participating, for tagging us, the UAC, in all of their flyers and videos and posts, those kinds of things, and holding the second undergraduate day of prayer, as well as hosting the 2021 virtual commencement, which celebrated the graduates during the spring 2021 semester. So those were some of the things that we were talking about during our UAC report. And there are many times where people were just going like, "Oh, yes," clapping. And in the chat, people were saying that we were doing a great job. And especially for me, there was one comment that meant a lot, which came from one of my chapter's chartering members, Celia Berry. So when I was initiated into the lovely and uppermost Lambda Upsilon chapter. One of our chartering members was Celia Berry, and she typed out into the chat, "Wonderful report, you make LU proud." That just warmed my heart. And as someone who does try to further the legacy that LU Lambda Upsilon has as a very strong chapter, a very strong undergraduate chapter, that just sent me over the moon. That sent me over the moon. And to hear that from someone who holds such a prominent space in history, at least my chapter's history, that made me feel very good. So we finished our first plenary, and myself, the undergraduate members at large, were looking at each other like, one dap, we did it, because this is a big event. And afterwards, they started DJing, and they started playing Set It Off, which Set It Off is any and all Alpha Kappa Alpha woman's most favorite song, her most favorite stroll song. So we set it off with, and here in Chicago, we do have some people here. It's pretty much the board of directors, people from the corporate office, and international committee chairs and co-chairs. So those 4 groups of people are here. And we're in a room, there might be 100-ish of us in there. But we start patting. And we have the undergraduates leading the line, which was very fun. So here's some behind the scenes of that time now. We went to lunch, and during lunch they were streaming the Legacy Parade. So I've mentioned it many times before on this channel. I am a legacy of my mother, Rochelle McCoy, and my younger sister, Jayla Yvette McCoy, is also a legacy. And that's a very important thing to me. It's something that I really value because it gave me something to always look forward to and aspire to as a little girl. I knew I was going to become a pink and green lady, as my sister and I used to call AKAs. And in that, they had myself, Danette Anthony Reed, the first anti-bacillus. They had the 2 of us talk about our experiences being a part of that legacy tradition, me as a legacy, her as having a legacy. And it felt really nice. So we're watching that in ballroom, Crystal Ballroom C, and everyone's looking at it on the big projector screen. And at the end of my comments about what it is to me being a legacy, people clapped, and I thought, yay, because I love being a legacy. And even if someone is not a legacy themselves, there was always a hope, there is always a thought that maybe one day I will be able to have this with my own children if I have daughters, or I will be able to have this in my niece. I might be able to have this in my goddaughter. So it was just a beautiful thing. I really enjoyed the Legacy Parade, and also seeing the picture of myself, my mom, and my sister that was submitted into the Legacy Parade, because you can't have the Legacy Parade in person. And they were cycling through people's submitted photos. That was how they did the Legacy Parade. So very good. And then we went on to plenary number 2. And after that, we had dinner. Dinner was good. It was like deconstructed tacos, and I love tacos. So that was very good. And then afterward, we had the public meeting. The public meeting is always, I mean, I've talked about this in the regional conference videos. The public meeting is always very nice because it's a grand showing of all of the different political and civil rights and community leaders within the city that it is that you're in for the regional conference, or in this case, the Boulé. And then we also got to hear, for the first time, because I think I mentioned it in my first regional conference video for Far Western Region, that being able to sing the Black National Anthem in person in a room full of people is one of the best things in the world. So I got to experience that again today, because you had about 100 of us women singing the Black National Anthem as we are streaming and delivering the public meeting, and that was very nice. And after that, took some more pictures, went up to the hospitality room. That's why you see me in this. And now I'm going to get ready for bed. So thank you very, very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.